April 9th, he's discharged.
Okay, praise God.
They say, Mr. Parks, you have to stick yourself with insulin in the stomach 4 times a day and take metformin once a day for the rest of your life.
Oh, wow.
I said, the devil is a liar. That won't be our story.
No.
And so while he was in the hospital, I was at home putting together a plan. And so when he came home on April 9th, we immediately implemented the plan.
Okay.
And April 17th was his last day on medication.
Wow.
Welcome to Generations. I am so excited. Ashley and I are so happy to be here today, and we are, what can I say? We're ready for this next show. This next show is on health and wellness. I mean, one of the most important topics we can have, because we know without good health, you can't live the life that God has called you to live. You will not experience life to the fullness. And so this is an important show, don't you think?
Absolutely. Health and wellness. I mean, I think not just, I think a lot of focus can be on the external of looking good. We want to be thin and we want to have a nice body, but just feeling good, waking up in the morning, having energy, being able to sleep good. Yes. A lot of people are dealing with chronic illness and pain. And I just think that if we can, again, go back to God and his wisdom and the word, we all can attain optimum health. And I think, like you said, we want to be the best that we can be. We want to be the best that we can be for our families, for our kids, for our communities. Because if we're sick, we're not well, we can't be out doing the things that God wants us to do. And I know there's a lot of information out there right now, and a lot of fads and trends. And I think people do want direction of like, okay, what is health? What does healthy even actually mean? Because you get different versions of that.
And I think the food industry can make things look so difficult. And so today I'm looking forward to hearing some simple answers. Uncomplicated answers that we can apply to our lives daily and see the change, because it really doesn't take that long to see change when you make that change. When you're committed and your mind is made up, then you can start feeling really good from the inside out. And that's definitely what I'm interested in. At this time of my life, I need the energy. I need to be able to get sleep. I don't want to have the aches and the pains. And so we have to be willing to readjust. So I'm excited about the information we're going to get today.
Yes.
And we're going to feel really good.
Is somebody you are familiar with. I actually have never heard of her, but I'm really excited to get to know her and hear her story. But you just found her videos on YouTube or Instagram?
Yeah, Rochelle T. Parks. She came up on my feed one day, and she's very bold, but I just saw that she was speaking truth. I heard the story about her husband, which we'll talk about in the show, but it just moved me, so I started following her. And she really had me focusing on sugar. Okay. And I had been feeling a little, weak here and there, and not the energy that I normally feel, and I expressed, I was like, you know what, I gotta come back. I gotta pull back on sugar. Yeah. I gotta pull back on sugar. And that's what she started talking about. And the thing is about sugar, it'd be different if it was just when we ate something sweet.
Yeah, like dessert.
Like if you just said, I'm having a dessert today. Yeah. But sugar's like in everything.
Yeah, I think that's why it's really hard to fully commit to like cutting sugar out or really cutting back, because a lot of us don't even realize how much sugar is in just a lot of the things we eat that are not dessert necessarily.
Right. We're having dessert for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, basically.
And I think we have to take the approach, a personal health approach of just really examining what are you eating every day? What are you giving your kids every day? Yeah. And what is that looking like by the end of the week? How much sugar have you really taken in?
Yeah. I've been really trying to personally focus on like eating real food, and like that sounds so funny to say, but sadly a lot of what's in the grocery stores, a lot of course what you're eating without thinking about it is not real food.
Real food. Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but I'm excited just to get some more information, more practical steps and things about, taking control of your health.
And breaking some generational curses.
Yes, absolutely. We all
We're going
have
to do
those
that
we need to
with
break.
this show, so you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
All right.
Hey everybody, CeCe and Ashley here, and we want to invite you to Generations Live 2025. It is going to be incredible. We'll have Cheryl Brady, Jackie Hill Perry, Priscilla Shires coming.
Yay.
Oh my goodness, and so many others. We have others we'll continue to add, but it's going to be amazing. Ashley will be teaching again.
Yes, I'll be back.
What a powerful message you shared. At 2024. So you don't want to miss it. If you haven't registered, go and register now, because guess what? People are coming.
Yes, and it's on May the 9th and the 10th, 2025 here in Nashville, Tennessee. So make sure you go online at generationsliveconference.com.
See you there. Hey everybody, welcome back to Generations. I'm so excited. Hey Ashley, we're gonna have a good time. Today our show is about health and wellness, and I am so honored to have our guest, the one and only Rochelle T. Parks.
Welcome, Rochelle.
I am so glad to be here.
I'm so glad you're here.
And her arms.
Yes, her arms. Yes, yes.
Special guest. So
Ashley, we just wanted to cover ours up today.
Yeah, we didn't want to make her
get there.
feel,
We don't wanna-
like we were trying to compete. We just figured keep our arms
Exactly.
covered.
But a few months back, man, she came up on my feed and I was just mesmerized. I was just so blessed by her delivery. Ashley is bold. She's not shy.
I like both.
She was like, I'm going to be your coach and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Is that what you say?
That's it. I said, whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
That's it.
Right. But again, I'm so honored that you're here. Can you just tell us, let's start out, so much I want to ask you. Let's start out with your story.
Okay.
Kind of how you started in this area
Okay.
of wellness and
So I'll just say health and wellness has always been a strong passion of mine, like ever since I was a little girl. So much so I grew up in Houston, Texas. I went to high school for the health professions, right? So I was the one, everybody knew Rochelle was going to medical school. I was going to be the physician, like that was the whole thing. And so I went to college. I went to Howard University, so I went on the East Coast. But by the time I was in college, although I did take the MCATs, I knew at the time, this is not what I want. I didn't want to be a doctor.
Right.
But health and wellness, that passion for it never left me. And so personal trainer, health coach. And so wherever I was the go-to person for health.
Okay.
In the military, so I did join the military. So I retired in 2018, 30-year Army veteran.
Thank you for your service.
And so, but I was the go-to person in the military for health. I was over the health ministry at my church. I'm the go-to person. So wherever I am, I don't know, it just seems I'm the go-to person. So that's always been my thing. And it wasn't until, so I'm helping people, personal training, health coaching, and then when COVID hit in 2020, April 5th to be exact, I found myself rushing my husband to the hospital. He was in diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA is what they call it. Now, he was not a pre-diagnosed diabetic before then. Like, that was not on his chart.
Really?
Wow.
Not on his chart. But I noticed leading up to that time, because, we're all home now, like the whole country shut down, we're home. And I'm noticing that he's becoming increasingly lethargic. He's drinking a lot of water. He's very, he wants sweets all the time. He's going to the bathroom. He's peeing like every 15 minutes. And so me, with all this knowledge that I have, high school for the health professions, a Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology from Howard, like I have all this information. I said, these are classic signs of diabetes. And
But it wasn't on his chart.
not on his chart, but he exhibiting all the symptoms.
Okay.
And so this is the story, this is the revelation I had. I thought I wanted to be a physician. Jeremiah 29:11, right? I said, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. And so it wasn't the physician route, but I believe everything that I learned up until that point prepared me for that moment.
Yeah.
Because I knew enough to go get a glucose meter to check his blood sugar, and it was 428.
And what is it supposed to be? What's the normal?
So a normal blood sugar is below 100.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It was 428. So if I knew what I knew, then I should have probably taken him to the emergency room then, but I didn't, because I'm thinking God's food can heal the body.
Yeah.
Okay. So I started giving him raw salads and smoothies and water and things, and I got it down to about 300, 303. That's the lowest I got it.
Okay.
And it was actually on April 5th. What happened was, because he was upstairs resting, because he was really, really tired, like he could barely walk. And my kids were downstairs, none the wiser. They just think Dad is resting. And so we woke up that morning. My husband was actually, he had the phone on his chest, and it was the speakerphone. I found out later he had it on speakerphone because he was too weak to hold the phone.
Oh, wow.
But he had it on speakerphone. He was talking to someone, and he was talking to a friend of ours. And I remember, I never forget, the guy said, "Listen, man, I know you're married to Dr. Quinn, right?" He said, "But this is classic bronchitis." He thought he had the coronavirus.
Okay.
He said, "Just get some tea with honey, some vitamin C, let this thing blow over." But I don't know, God, everything in me was telling me this is not the coronavirus. I just did not believe it. And so I said, but I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. So I went downstairs. I got the tea with honey. I got the vitamin C. I came back upstairs. I had told my husband. So my husband's name is Michael, but his nickname is Pops. I said, "Here's Pops. Just drink this." I said, "I'm going to go downstairs and work out." I went downstairs, and I knew I was going to get on a bike. I'd be down there an hour at least. Holy Spirit, that's all it was, stopped me in my office, tapped me on my shoulder. He said, "Go check his blood sugar." And I'm thinking, why would I do that? I just gave him tea with honey. I know it's going to be elevated. He said, "Go check it anyway." And because I'm obedient, okay, I went upstairs. I said, "Let me just check it one more time before I go downstairs." And I checked it, and it didn't even register. It just said high.
Oh.
No number.
Wow.
He said, "What does that mean?" I said, "I don't know, but this can't be good." I looked in the manual, and it said if it says high, it's in excess of 600.
Oh my God.
So now I'm thinking diabetic coma.
Oh my God.
And so I said, "Okay, now I got to get you to the hospital." So I got my son, knocked on his door, helped me get Daddy downstairs. And so by God's grace, we were able to get him there in time. They were able to stabilize his numbers. You know, he said he was going to be in ICU. And I couldn't even stay with them, right? I had to turn them over to the emergency room and leave. They said, "You can come back later and visit him in ICU." I went back, and he's all plugged up and, you know, all these tubes. And, I mean, we had never been to the hospital. We had no broken bones. Only been to the hospital 3 times. That's to have 3 babies. That's it. Nothing. And so I'm looking at this man who we're coming up on our 26th wedding anniversary, and I'm like, this is not, what is going on? And so before I left, the doctor told me something that you never want to hear. He said he must make it through the night. And I was like, wow, like this is serious. And so I said, "But God, you got it." I did not tell my babies. I said, "I'm not going to tell my babies that," because in that moment, I just felt like, as sure as I was, it was God himself that tapped me on my shoulder to tell me to go check his blood sugar. I was equally sure he never told me he was going to die.
Come on.
He never told me he was going to die. So I said, "I'm not going to tell my babies. God, you got it." I went home, went back the next day. Numbers were stabilizing. And so April 9th, he's discharged.
Okay. Praise God.
They say, "Mr. Parks, you have to stick yourself with insulin in the stomach 4 times a day and take metformin once a day for the rest of your life."
Oh, wow.
I said, "The devil is a liar. That won't be our story." And so while he was in the hospital, I was at home putting together a plan. And so when he came home on April 9th, we immediately implemented the plan.
Okay.
And April 17th was his last day on medication.
Wow.
Oh my
So
goodness.
a week,
No more.
8 days.
That's it.
Yeah.
8 days, no more. No more insulin, no more metformin, nothing.
Oh my
And the doctors were like, "Well, what is she feeding you?"
Right. I was just going to say,
Yeah,
what was
what
this
was
plan?
the plan?
Is it something
God's
the Lord
food.
gave it to
It
you?
was
Like,
Yeah, it was God's
Wow.
food.
Is this something you already knew?
I already knew it. I had already helped people reverse type 2 diabetes, normalize blood pressure, normalize their cholesterol, lose hundreds of pounds. I've already done it. I was doing it in my church. I was doing it in the military. I just had never done it in my home. I was never now preparing food, and I never did it in my home, right? For some, you know, and
So 8 days.
8 days he's done. And so it was my husband who said, "We need to share this with people." Now he's behind the scenes, never want to be out front. I'm the one that's on.
I love it.
He said, "Bro, we need to share
You
this.
gotta
People
share.
need this
You
information."
saved his life. Literally.
Right. So was he, when you told him, okay, this is what we're going to do, was he like, okay, or was he like
No, he was
resistant?
like, okay, because,
Okay.
and so that's the question people ask, well, like, how did, like, you're Coach Rowe, how did that
Right.
happen?
Yeah.
I said, you're right, because I'm Coach Rowe and he's not.
He's not, right?
You know what I mean? And so he was an
possible.
athlete in college, but the minute that was over, he was done.
Yeah.
And he said, I was done. And he tells the story. He said, the more she worked out, the more determined I was going to. You know, and so I was this person. He was not. He didn't think it was important. You know, but when we were in the hospital, when he was in the hospital, I saw it in his eyes. I knew he was ready.
He was ready for a change.
Yeah, he was ready. And so I said, okay, praise God, we're here. Let's do the work, because I knew what was possible.
Absolutely.
I knew he wasn't going to be on that medication for the rest of his
8
life.
days though.
8
Were you
days.
expecting it to happen that quick?
Yeah, well, God, he's
Wow,
good.
God is great.
God is quick.
That is
Tell
amazing.
us about
Okay.
what that means. God's whole food. What is that?
So God's food. So when I say eat God's food is meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grain, legumes. And I say anything outside of that is a lab experiment.
Okay.
Anything outside of that, right? So we talk about the 3 principles, right? 3 principles to optimal health, right? I said if you follow these 3 principles, they will save your life, right? Eat the food God called food, which is what I just said. I'll say it again: meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grain, legumes, right?
Okay.
Eat it. Principle number 2: eat it as close to its original state as possible.
Okay.
That means eat the orange versus drinking the orange juice, right? You want to eat God's whole food, right? And don't overcook your vegetables. A lot of times we kill the vegetables, so we kill all the nutrition,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And so I tell people raw is best. You're going to get the most nutritional value from eating it raw.
Okay.
Doesn't mean there's no nutritional value in sauteing or steaming,
but
but
not
the
as
minute
much.
you put heat to it,
Anything
it
to it,
loses
yeah.
something,
Okay.
right? So you're gonna get the
Wow.
most health benefit by eating it raw.
Okay.
So eat it as close
Okay.
to its original state as possible.
Okay.
And then principle number 3: do not allow any food to become your God. That means no addictions.
That's good.
No sugar addictions, no salt addictions, no chocolate addictions, no chip addictions, right? No caffeine addictions.
Ooh, I was saying the coffee addiction.
No caffeine addictions,
Don't
right?
let anything become an addiction.
Yeah, like we've allowed our belly to be our God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We sure have.
You know,
Yes,
and
so
so
true.
that thing, if you can just do those 3 things, those 3 alone, they're very basic. If you can follow those, it's going to save your life.
Wow.
It's gonna literally save your life. People will have a much different life by following those 3 principles.
Okay, so I'm practical. So
Okay.
Going back to your husband in those 8 days of
Yep.
his miraculous healing, like what did you feed him? What was he eating for breakfast? What was he eating for lunch? What was he eating for dinner? Like what did you give him? in
Yep.
those
So
8 days?
for breakfast, I was giving him eggs. He was
Okay.
still having eggs. I was giving him sausage at first, like turkey, bacon, and sausage. And I eventually cut that out because I
Okay.
saw that was affecting his blood sugar, because we started monitoring his blood sugar.
Right.
Got
See,
it.
what I learned doing this whole process, when you control your blood sugar, you control your life.
Okay.
Because
Really?
most diseases, when you peel back the onion to go back to the root, stems from elevated blood sugar.
Okay.
Elevated blood sugar. So I learned that. So I eventually took out the bacon and the sausage and things like that. But he was eating eggs and still we took out the fruit. I'm like, this time I know it's God's food.
Right.
1 Corinthians 10:23 say all things are lawful, but not all things are
Right.
profitable,
That's
right?
right.
And so this is not
Right
working
now.
for you.
Yeah.
You don't need sugar. We need
Okay.
to remove the sugar, right? You
Right.
have excess sugar in your blood. We need to lower
Gotta
that.
get that down
So more
first.
protein, more vegetables,
Okay.
salads.
Gotcha.
Huge salads, not these little side salads, okay, that the people do.
The main thing.
Yeah, I said no. I called them. I said no pookie butt salads. Okay, we need big. Like
love it, yeah.
Let make
Need
that
a
be
big salad.
entree.
This is the man
Like
we
it's
talking about,
bountiful.
yeah.
Because that's nutrient dense. It's gonna
Yep.
fill you up too.
Yeah.
Right. it does fill you
Avocado,
up.
healthy fat, right? And so salmon, chicken. We were still eating protein.
Okay, so
Yeah.
really dinner was like vegetables and meat.
Yeah.
And then a big salad, and then morning eggs.
Yeah, but you know what?
What about toast?
No, that's bread.
That's
bread is
bread.
sugar.
What about like sprouted whole grain?
Not at that
toast?
time. We
Not at
eventually,
that time,
we eventually got
because
to
of where
Ezekiel
he
bread,
was.
right?
He was in extreme. Like,
That's right.
We gotta save him, so it was pretty extreme.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But most people are extreme. They're just
That's
not DKA.
right.
That's right. There you go. There
Okay,
you
but
go.
they're on the road.
Yeah,
Right.
They're on the road.
Right.
And so we have to like remove all the sugar. That's what people want to wean. I'm like, no, if you're in a 10-step program, alcohol, they don't say wean, they say cut it. They say cut it. And the reality is, people want to wean. No, we're addicts. We need to cut it.
Yeah. Right.
Literally.
What's shocking to me, and I want you to continue with the story, but it's just shocking, and I'm always shocked, but I seem to still go back into the darkness. And that is when we do the Daniel's fast. I am so shocked that sugar, a lot of sugar is like in everything. So much added sugar. It is unbelievable.
It really is.
And when you think this is what you eat every day, it's just a wonder that any of us are walking around with any type of health at all.
Well, but we are sick, but we've just normalized it.
We normalized,
right?
You see,
you
know, there's a reel that I see on Instagram. It says sugar in the brain is dementia, Alzheimer's. Okay, sugar in your sleep is insomnia, right? Sugar in your pancreas is diabetes. Okay, right? Sugar in your eyes is glaucoma. You see, we're sick already.
We're sick already.
We just don't know it. We just don't know it, right? So people can't sleep. They have sugar, like all these digestive issues.
Right.
That's from sugar. It affects the microbiome in their gut. So acid reflux, heartburn, Crohn's disease, diverticulitis, ulcerative colitis, like constipation, like all these things is sugar.
I saw you the other day, and this hurt my feelings. You were talking about the different things you take for your digestive, but you said ginger ale, and I was like, no,
not my ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Yeah. Have you looked at the ingredients in ginger ale?
No.
Sugar.
It's quite a bit of sugar in there.
It's quite a bit of sugar. High fructose corn syrup.
But like you said, how do we put that with making you feel better?
Well, okay.
Take the ginger ale so you'll feel better.
So here,
ginger, I think.
Yeah, but
then they add all
when you think ginger, like if you just had raw ginger, you'd be great.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not the
it's
ale.
the ale.
It's the ale.
It's the ale. That's the enemy.
Yeah. Ginger by itself is great. Okay, it is great for an upset stomach.
Let me ask you this: I love that. It's the ale. That's the T-shirt right there.
Right.
It's the ale. When things are combined like that, like you said, ginger is so good for you, and sugar, because you see this in everything, like cough syrup, whatever you get.
They put sugar in it.
Is it really helping you anymore? No. Does ginger even help you when the ale is in there?
No.
Doing more harm than good.
Absolutely. It's bad. We have, so the phrase I use, we have fallen for the okie doke. We have just fallen for the okie doke. Right. And so that's why people are like, I do this and it doesn't work. I do this and nothing works. I'm like, because you're not doing the right things. Right? You're not doing the right things. And so when people, get in the rowboat, that's what I call it. When they get with Coach Rowe and I teach you to do the right things, they get the results quickly because God's food is undefeated.
Undefeated. You got to get in the rowboat.
You got to get in the rowboat.
So how do you, I guess for people who really are even maybe not as extreme as like I'm on my way to the hospital, but just like most of us, we are addicted to sugar and don't realize that we are sick. What advice do you give them? And like, are you pretty much like adamant on you have to cut it all immediately? Are there things you can wean for people who feel like overwhelmed by going from this to that because it seems so extreme? Well, what are kind of some simple steps to get you there? She's not the nice one.
You know what? Because
your health is too.
It's too much at stake.
It's too much at stake.
I've seen so the part of my passion is I've already lost 2 parents and 3 brothers. Right, I'm the baby of 8.
Right, I did read that.
Right, I'm the baby of 8. Right, and so I've seen too much death.
Yeah,
it's almost like I can't placate. I can't play patty cake. I can't play with it.
Right.
No, it's death.
Right.
And people don't realize that's right.
You're right.
So I can't play. I have to be loud. I have to be blunt. I have to step on a toe. I have to get their attention. And and of course I make it funny, but I'm really I have to grab you up because people are dying.
Yeah, right. Literally saving lives. You're right. Right.
And you said something earlier before we started filming You were like, every now and then if I want a donut, I'll have it. So how do you get to that point of like, I think you said something, if you do enough healthy deposits, an unhealthy withdrawal is not going to, where do you find that balance?
Okay, so first of all, we have to get healthy, right? And so I equate it to my health bank account, like your bank account, your financial bank account, right? You want to be in the black.
Right.
Okay? If you're in the red, that's not good. You're bankrupt, okay?
Right.
That's right.
And so in this Coach Rose world, if you're sick, meaning overweight or obese, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetic, high cholesterol.
Any of those.
Okay, you understand? Inflammation, sleep apnea, chronic body pain, arthritis of any kind, like all this stuff that we've just normalized.
Yeah.
You're in the red. Right? And so we have to get in the black. And so that's what I say the 7-day fruit and veggie challenge and things like that. It's just a detox. It's a cleanse.
Okay.
Right? So you go raw.
Okay. So
For
you advise
7
you to do that first.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Go raw for 7 days, right?
Because that's what your husband did. You guys took him raw first.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did raw first, right? For 7 days. We go raw for 7 days. And this is the thing. Most people are sugar addicts. So when I say do raw fruits and vegetables for 7 days, they just do fruits.
Right.
Because they want the sugar.
Yeah.
Right? And so I say if you are diabetic, pre-diabetic, or if you know yourself to be a sugar addict, you don't need the fruit. Just go raw vegetables. So it's just a salad.
Yeah.
Right? A salad every day. I promise you, you will break that addiction. Now your body's going to be upset. Okay, it's gonna cry out.
Not really happy.
It won't be happy, right? Some people get headaches, they get irritable. You know, just tell your family and lovers, just bear with me, okay? You know what I'm saying? Just give it a few days, right? Because the body is gonna throw a little tantrum. But I promise you, by day 4, it never fails. By day 4, it's like the rainbows come out.
Yeah. It's getting over that 3-day hump for sure.
It's day 4 every single time.
Let me ask you this, okay? I was going to ask you how long before you see the change, or what do you see? How do you compare the raw, to just fasting? What do you feel about fasting?
You mean fasting like just water?
Like just water. Or
it's good. It's good. Fasting is
you're
good.
Not giving yourself any nourishment.
No, you're going to see results from fasting, but my thing is, it's a quick fix, and you're not really learning anything about your body.
Okay. That makes
sense.
You
see, when people try to do it, it's like a shortcut, right? Just like people call me, Coach Ro, can you just give me a meal plan? I'm like, no, you don't need a meal plan. You need education. See, when you learn how the body works, then you learn how to feed it. You learn what it needs. I say when you give your body what it needs to thrive, it will. I don't know any meal plan that's broken a generational curse.
Yeah.
Right? This information, though, this knowledge you can pass on generation to generation, because it's about generational health.
Yeah.
And so, God gave me the revelation that I am the hope for the generational health of my family. Guess what? And everybody that hears this information, now you are the hope. Right? Wow. And so we have to pick up that mantle and carry it. But you can't pass down a recipe. Like that's not, it's going to get lost and torn and in the fire, and then what?
It's just
we're all
knowing
doomed.
how to do it.
But once you get this knowledge, it says we perish for lack of knowledge.
Right.
It says through knowledge the just shall be delivered. It doesn't say through a meal plan.
No.
That's not it. Right. And so it's the information that I try to share with the people, and then they can make their own meal plan.
So in order to reverse these preventable chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, you recommend starting with a 7-day challenge of raw fruits and vegetables, and then from that point you can
bring back protein. Absolutely. Just don't go back to the coffee. Okay. You don't go back to those things that got you sick to begin with. Right. And so the prayer is that your taste buds will be awakened, and you can taste and see. Lord is good. Okay, you can taste and see, right? And then you'll start to say, oh man, these bell peppers are sweet.
I do like vegetables.
I do like vegetables, right?
Wow. It's like unlearning and relearning.
Absolutely, and then you'll know, oh, Chick-fil-A really is salty.
You
know, but most people don't know it. They're adding, so I'm like, no, this is salty already.
It's already
salty. But their taste buds are dead. And so that's 7 days, you awaken these taste buds, they can really taste it.
So I'm guessing you can only drink water during this 7 days?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about tea? What about herbal tea?
Only water.
Is it because of the caffeine?
You're trying to push
why do you need tea?
I mean, I don't need tea. I like it.
Yeah.
I like coffee more. But.
Okay. What do you?
And
do
I love water.
Okay, very good.
I put like lemon in my water. I'm just thinking like you said you don't want to go back to the coffee. I'm like, well, what's wrong with the coffee? Especially with like I like black coffee. I don't have to do the cream and the sugar and all that stuff.
It's
I'm
decaffeinated too.
No, see caffeine. I could drink caffeine and take a nap. Like it doesn't really. affect
it doesn't. But
so
you have
I
it
don't
every day.
mind- Most days, not every day.
Okay.
But if I do like I'm just saying, is there a form of coffee that you're like, okay, this is safe, or you're just like, you don't think anybody should ever drink coffee?
It's not ever. No, it's not ever. I don't think addicts should drink coffee.
Oh, yeah, that's
right.
True.
Yeah.
And what makes you an addict every day?
Yeah. How do you know if you're an addict?
If you do it every day, you're an addict. If your body is getting that every day, I promise you, it's dependent on it.
Yeah.
I
I will kind of get a little headache if I don't.
Okay, there you have it. Okay.
See,
the proof is in the pudding. You know, I mean, if we're honest, that's what it is. So you're addicted to it. Your body needs it it wants it.
Because it doesn't need it. But
it doesn't need it. That's why I fixed my words.
Right.
It wants it every day. Right? And the body, I mean, and I always know, based on the questions people ask, where they are. Because people will fight to get into it. They want to know why. Why?
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, why?
I'm like, surely there's some health benefit.
You saw that rise up in it. Why?
I just heard that there's some good things about green tea, like it's an antioxidant. So I'm like,
that's true.
It's true.
That's true.
But an addict can have tea, but just not.
Yeah, I don't want the addict to do. I want the addict to drink water.
Water, okay.
Because the addict has no governor.
Thankfully, I love water. A lot of people don't
like water. The addict has no governor.
That's right.
Right?
That's true.
The addict has no governor.
That's true.
So they gotta get free first.
And another thing that watching you, a lot of people get the results and the byproduct of losing weight, but that's not your goal.
No,
but it happens.
It happens on its own.
Because that's low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
and we're gonna lose weight.
Right. But there's a lot of people who are, a good weight but aren't healthy.
Absolutely. I know many people.
Sick, skinny people.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, shopping.
Yes.
Grocery store.
Yes.
Help us out.
Stay on the perimeter.
I was just about to say, that's the rule. Like everything on the inside is kind of like
that's where you're gonna have the produce, the meat.
Well, we shouldn't take our meat away.
Yeah, no, I'm not a vegan. I'm not vegetarian. A lot of people assume that I am, but I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah. Because God did call it food. You're right.
Yeah, it's food. It's God's food.
Okay, now what about dairy?
I don't do a lot of dairy
because I love cheese.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a cheese addict.
I feel like I'm in a therapy session right here with Ashley.
I really like cheese.
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
Because that is on the perimeter.
Dairy,
it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's on the perimeter where?
In the grocery stores I go to.
Some
milk
stores.
And the cheese
and
all
stores,
that's on the outer part with the creamer.
It's on this side. The perimeter is this side. I've never seen cheese.
Perimeter means the outer
part.
That's what perimeter means. It doesn't mean the right side of the grocery store.
Let me tell you what the dairy does, though. Creates a lot of mucus in the body.
Okay, which I've heard. I took dairy out. I was vegan for 3 months.
Okay.
And I didn't notice.
I think you might be worse.
I didn't notice any change, and so I was like, well, maybe because I know a lot of people do have dairy intolerance and things like that, and so I was like, I went 3 months without it, and I thought I was gonna feel this big difference. I didn't, and then I put it back into my diet, thinking like, oh, maybe it's gonna, I'll notice something. I didn't notice anything, but that's just me. But
so it's while you were. But what else were you eating when you were vegan?
I was doing grains and vegetables, fruit.
How long were you vegan? That must have been
I told you,
quick.
I watched this documentary. It was like
I don't ever remember.
It was like I had like a scared straight moment. I watched the Forks Over Knives documentary. I'm sure you're familiar with it. So I was like, I'm not eating any meat or dairy. And so I did it for 3 months. And I was just like,
What protein sources were you eating?
Oh, nuts.
This fake meat stuff. Like
I didn't do a lot because I'm not like.
Oh, what do you feel about that?
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of. It is a lot of it, the ingredients. If you look at it, it's not good. So I didn't do a lot
meat for vegan people.
That's why she eats meat because it's real.
Yeah,
it's just in its pure form.
We're gonna do real food. God's whole food. This fake stuff. I told you anything outside that is a lab experiment.
Yeah,
those things are lab experiments.
So why do they tell you that cheese is good for you or milk is good for you? It's good for the bones.
Because Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah, tell us about the conspiracy of why is the Food and Drug Administration
you gave us a revelation before we started taping. Why?
Why? Yeah.
What did you say?
Because I said, revelation. Why is the Food and Drug Administration
under the same umbrella?
Under the same umbrella. Why?
Because our food now is making us sick, and then they want us to need the drugs.
They're in bed together.
They are.
Thought about that.
They are in bed together.
They're in bed together.
Yikes.
And drug.
So,
yeah, one hand washes the.
Whoa. Wow. So
there's something to that.
It's for the money.
Yeah, it's for the money. Yeah, so all the marketing, like milk does a body good, it does not.
What about when you do eat meat? Are you for do organic, grass-fed, grass-finished? There's all these things now.
Yes, so organic, grass-fed, definitely. I don't do pork.
Okay.
I don't do pork at all. I don't do bottom feeders, scavengers, with the
No
seafood.
shrimp?
No shrimp?
No, it's dirty.
Crab?
It is dirty.
It's dirty.
Lobster? Said no. We're going to go to commercial.
We're very sad.
We need a few minutes.
We need a break.
I just need a little break. Because she just said something about crab.
Well, it's dirty.
And I thought
if you're in the black, you can occasionally have.
Okay.
She's never.
Okay, we're taking a break. Y'all pray for me during this break. I'm going to cry a little bit, but we'll be back. All right?
So, okay to the donut, but not the crab.
Everybody crying. I'm glad we don't have a studio audience.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come.
Welcome back to Generations, and all I can say is what you hear here today, you cannot unlearn. What you learn here today cannot be unlearned. So, Ashley, are we ready?
I think so.
Are we ready for Coach Rowe?
I think so.
All right,
we're getting on the rowboat, right?
Getting on the rowboat.
All right, come on.
Okay, so here I have several items from different restaurants that people frequent all the time. And so what I want to do is demonstrate how much sugar is in most of these items, and then I'm going to talk about how much sodium is in a lot of them as well.
So let me ask you this before you start. So is sugar your main thing that you attack first?
Yes.
Because
absolutely.
everything stems back to the blood sugar, right?
Because pretty much everything we eat breaks down the sugar in our bloodstream.
Okay.
Pretty much everything.
Got it.
Right?
It breaks down.
It breaks down the sugar. And so the whole idea is when you, like I said, when you control your blood sugar, you control your whole life. And when I learned that most diseases and illnesses, conditions, when you peel back the onion, you go back to the root, most of them stem from elevated blood sugar. Okay. And so this is I learned this from a good friend of mine, Dr. Didi. She said, imagine this. She said, there's no place in your body that blood doesn't flow, right?
Okay.
It goes to everywhere in the body.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if you have excess sugar in your blood, there's no place in the body that won't be affected, right?
Wow.
So that's why sugar in the brain,
right?
Dementia, Alzheimer's, sugar in the eyes, glaucoma, sugar in your pancreas, diabetes, right? Sugar in your, right? So that's the thing. So we have to reduce this sugar in our bloodstream.
Got it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so we're going to do a little demonstration here. And these are things that people eat every single day and thinking they're healthy.
And if y'all see me disappear, just know that I'm going down to my knees. Going into a time of prayer and worship. But keep going. Right.
And so here's the beauty. So I believe in education, right? So we have to become a label reader.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
We have to be able to, so I have a phrase, I say, flip that thing around, okay?
Flip it around.
Flip that thing around. I don't believe what
put it on the
says
back
on the
for a
front.
reason
That's
in
right, it's
small
small print. And I believe in reading the ingredients label because the devil is really in the details.
Yeah.
Right? It's not the nutrition label. Like
Right.
it's not calories and all that.
Right.
See, I can
That's what I
outrun.
look-
I can outrun that. I can,
Yeah.
but I can't outrun cancer. You see?
Yeah.
The devil is in the details. So we go to the ingredients label,
Yes,
right? And
yes.
so for sugar, if you flip it around, if you see the number, the grams of sugar, just know this: 1 teaspoon is equivalent to 4 grams of sugar, right? So if you see something that says 8 grams of sugar in it, then you know that's 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
Right? So I'm gonna give you a visual.
Got
Okay.
it. Okay.
And so we're just gonna pick a popular spot that people go, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick 2 smoothies in particular: the Blimey Limey and the Avocado. Now
Okay.
people really think they're doing
I
something.
was
They get the
supposed to say,
avocado.
they
They
think-
think,
that
okay, that
sounds
sounds healthy, right? Avocado.
Avocado.
So the Blimey Limey, this one right here, and this used to be a favorite of ours before we knew better. My husband used to drink this all the time. He used to drink 2 at a time. I know now why. Okay, because of the sugar.
Wow.
This has 119 grams of sugar.
Oh my gosh.
119 grams of sugar in the Blimey Limey. And so what is that? That is 29.75 teaspoons. So let's do a demonstration.
Oh man.
Wow.
This is a little teaspoon. 1, 2,
Oh my gosh.
3,
29.
4,
We're gonna be here a
5,
while.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
Why am I getting a headache?
26, 27, 28,
It's basically 30 because it's
29.
29.75.
I'll just, okay, look.
Drink up.
75, okay?
Drink up. Now,
Blimey Limey.
now, are they adding sugar to this smoothie?
Of course they do.
They're not just putting fruit in it.
No, they add
that's
sugar.
not
Most
fruit.
of them.
That's all the refined.
Now, why do you think
Absolutely.
they do that when fruit is already sweet?
Because for most people, fruit is not
Not
sweet.
sweet enough.
It's not sweet enough.
Because they know that most people are addicts.
Absolutely.
They're gonna keep
Sugar
people
addict.
And they're going to keep them an addict, right? And
That's
so this is
a
what
lot
we're...
of sugar.
Come on, y'all. This is the Blimey Limey. Drink up.
Oh no!
30 teaspoons of sugar. 119. And so this is why people your knees hurt. Okay?
Right.
People say, "Oh, my knees are shot." And no, you shot them.
She said you shot her.
Yeah, you
With
are
all
the
the
gunman.
sugar.
Yeah, you are the gunman,
Woo.
right?
I am
And so
healed,
this is
y'all. I'm
this
healed.
is it. This is why they don't sleep at night. This is why the women have the hot flashes.
Hot flashes,
Okay,
yeah.
it's sugar.
Wow.
This is why you have debilitating menstrual cycles. This is why you have the migraine headaches. This is
Wow.
right. This is why.
You down? She is so at my door.
That's it right there, right? So
Okay, okay.
so
All
we
right,
don't even
let's
have
keep
to do
going.
avocado. I'm just going to tell you has 100 grams of sugar. That's 25 teaspoons, right?
Wow.
Avocado, and they think
The
they're doing healthy one,
yeah,
right?
you think you're being
think
healthy.
you're doing
That
healthy,
is so
right?
sad.
So let's go to Starbucks real quick. Starbucks, right? We got the white chocolate mocha, right? White chocolate mocha.
I used to drink those all the time.
to
and
drink that.
Back in the day,
I will
not
call
anymore.
some people names out that's on the crew,
Not
but I'm not
anymore.
gonna call them out right now.
I cannot do that anymore. It's way
What?
too sweet.
White chocolate mocha
Ashley used to do that?
has
When I was like in high school, college, probably.
yeah. You know, Starbucks, I don't care where you go, it's always a line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always a line. 46 grams of sugar, right? That's 11 to say 12 teaspoons.
So this is feeding the caffeine addiction and the sugar
and the
addiction.
sugar, yes. 1. This on the white chocolate mocha. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
This is the grande. Don't even
12.
get us on the venti.
Okay, this the grande. Exactly.
Oh, wow.
White chocolate mocha. This is what they're drinking. This right here.
Better than the Blimey
Better than the
Limey.
Blimey, but still, this is. See, I'm saying
And you're
people
doing
have
it every day.
Every day.
Yep.
And this is for if somebody's just doing it one cup a day,
Right.
right?
They gonna go
Some doing multiple cups, right?
Yep.
So
Not to
this,
mention whatever else you're
whatever
eating
else
or
they're
drinking that
eating,
day.
okay? You can have a little.
Because this is just drinks, like you said. It's not even food.
It's not even food.
gosh.
It's just in the drink. So we're drinking.
Yeah.
You know, drinking ourselves sick, like literally.
I like the caramel macchiato. I don't even.
I don't think
I
that's
got
on here.
No, I have the caramel frappuccino that has 46 grams of sugar, so that's
About the same
about
amount.
the same, right? The vanilla bean cream frappuccino, 52 grams of sugar, right? And so
Wow.
let's talk about, so we're talking about the sugar. And they say, okay,
Okay.
I want something to eat too. So we got this turkey, bacon, cheddar, and egg, okay, right here. Right? You do this, right? Turkey, bacon, and egg.
I do like that one.
You like this
I'm
one?
going
So
down.
this is
I'm
not
going-
necessarily about the sugar. This is about the
This is
sodium.
Sodium,
right?
Okay.
I'm
And so-
gone. I'll see y'all later.
Now, what does sodium affect in our health? Negative.
blood
I know
pressure.
sugar is very
Absolutely.
What's
High
going
blood
on?
pressure.
Okay.
It helps you, makes you retain water,
Okay.
right? A lot of times.
Bloating.
Yeah, bloating, your fingers,
Inflammation.
inflammation, your ankles, your knees. I tell some women haven't seen their ankle bones in years, because it's just so much water.
water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
retention of water.
How does the high blood pressure relate to the blood sugar?
Oh, wow. So the direct correlation, you don't necessarily get from eating sugar, get high blood pressure.
High blood pressure,
That's not
okay.
it. You get the type 2 diabetes.
Got it.
But here's the thing. It's rare that somebody, it's like they're all friends, okay?
They hanging out.
They're hanging out. So once you start
Gotta
doing
watch who
one,
you
you
hang
see,
out with.
it's not like they say, well, I do a lot of sugar, but
My
I don't
soda.
do processed food.
Right, yeah.
If you're doing sugar, you're doing processed food.
And the
which
body
gonna be
is so
sodium.
connected.
You
Like
see?
if one thing's suffering, it's gonna
It's all
cause-
suffering.
yeah.
You see? So it's rare. So if you don't have it, most likely
around
you're on
the
the way.
corner.
You see,
Got it.
you're on the way.
Got it.
Right?
On the
So they're all
doorstep.
friends. So that's the thing. And so this whole thing, this turkey bacon, right? Sugar, not sugar, it's sodium, 560 milligrams of sodium. Now, it says the average adult should consume no more than 2,300 milligrams a day.
2,300
2,300 milligrams
milligrams a day.
Yeah.
And that sandwich has how much?
560. Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot,
That's
but
a
there are
lot.
things that are more egregious, but that's still a lot for just a little sandwich. You're not going to you're going to still be hungry.
Right.
Right? That's not even going to
Yeah, that's like
you
4
know what I'm saying?
bites,
This not going to
maybe.
fill you
It's
up.
more
You're
of
going to
a
still be
snack.
hungry.
Right.
Exactly.
And
And you're
Exactly.
gonna have that with that.
With
Yeah.
that, right? So, just how you start
Right.
your day.
Right.
Right.
That's how you
so,
start your day.
Right. So it's just not good. Right. So, okay, but we're moving on, guys. And so
Okay.
here we are. You have the banana walnut pecan loaf. Some people say, no, I'll go for this. Right. 26 grams of sugar. Right. So we know that's a little over
Wow.
8 teaspoons in this little loaf. Right. This is 300 milligrams of sodium as well.
Wow.
300 milligrams in this little loaf. Little loaf, right? But here's this is the one that really blew me away. Dunkin' Donuts, okay.
Dunkin' Donuts.
The vanilla bean colada. Vanilla bean colada, right? Dunkin' Donuts, this right here, it has 130 grams of sugar.
Oh my
Now, this is
gosh.
their answer to Starbucks Frappuccino. They're trying to compete.
Okay.
This right here, 130 grams of sugar in this
a lot.
right here.
Wow.
That's 32.5 teaspoons. Let's see what that looks
That's
like.
even more
Oh
than that
my
one.
God.
Okay, so what did we put in here?
We
29.
had
29.
almost
So I'm just
30.
going to
Almost
add.
30.
Okay, let's see. 30,
One. Yeah, 31.
31,
Yeah, so we gotta add
32
right
in
there.
the little, you know.
Three.
Wow.
This is in the colada.
What a visual.
What, like, how, you can't.
No words for that.
You see, this is why we're sick.
Yeah.
This
Very clear. That's
This
a great
is why
illustration.
we
Wow.
don't sleep through the night. This is why our knees hurt. This is why we're diabetic. This is why we have chronic body pain.
Yeah,
this
chronic
is
body
why
pain.
we have migraine headaches.
And like you
This
said,
is
as you
why-
get older, if it doesn't get you then, but then you're older and you're dealing with your eyesight. and
Absolutely.
all
Yeah,
of that is
glaucoma.
happening,
But we just
glaucoma.
associate that with old age. No, it's because
Right.
you've been doing this
Yeah.
for 40
A lot
years.
of things we write off as
Old age,
but it's
or
not, it's
our,
not true.
our ancestors. No,
Yeah.
no, it's not
Because you go to
about-
other countries and it's like you don't see it.
You don't see
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we are the sickest country. We're leading the country. The
Yep,
country's
we
in
are.
sickness, leading the world in sickness. We are. Because of this. Sugars and everything, right?
Okay.
Sugars and everything. Okay,
All
so
right.
sugar, Panera Bread. Let's go to Panera Bread. Let's talk about a little sodium. Now people go to Panera Bread because they got salads.
Yeah,
Come
we're
on,
trying to
pick
be
two.
healthy.
They want to pick two, right?
Right.
Come on, it's healthy, right? Pick two, right?
Yes.
So here's one, the Fuji Apple Chicken Salad from Panera Bread. It's this one right here, Fuji Apple Chicken Salad. Now it's 22 grams of sugar, okay, 5.5 teaspoons, but this has 700 milligrams of sodium.
Wow.
700 milligrams of sodium.
What's in there that has so much sodium?
Well, this is the thing. Most of the time, it's the meat,
okay.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Fresh meat.
Right. No, because it's a preservative. Salt is a preservative.
Right.
They're not just making it for you.
Right.
Right. So they pull up, a big truck pulls up and dumps off meat, and they have to preserve it in the freezer or
gotta
something.
preserve it
It's a
for you.
preservative.
Gotcha.
So
Wow.
because it's not fresh.
That's
meat.
right. It's not fresh. You didn't make it. So anytime you're getting some at a restaurant or whatever,
It's
Preservative.
been preserved.
it's been preserved. So it's gonna be built
700?
700. Oh
thought
no!
about that.
If you think this something, hold on. Okay, let's go to this Chipotle chicken avocado melt. Okay.
That sounds so healthy.
I
Yeah.
think it's, which one is it?
It's this
yeah,
one
I
right
think it's
here.
that one.
Okay. Not only is it 770 calories, okay, it's 1,245 milligrams of sodium.
Oh my gosh.
1,245 milligrams of sodium. Now we only get 2,300 in a day, and that's for somebody that does not have high blood pressure.
Right.
Right.
And
That's
you've
somebody
already,
that's healthy.
That's somebody that's healthy. 1,245 milligrams of sodium. You all, and people think they're doing something because it's the avocado,
Yeah,
it's
and
chicken
then that
avocado.
Panera-
But
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so
Oh, it's
so you're really telling us how detrimental fast foods.
Absolutely.
We're paying for the convenience. in
Absolutely,
other
yeah.
ways,
We're paying in more ways than one.
And a lot of times we go to places and we think they're healthy. That's
right,
the thing.
right.
No, Coach,
That's
I went there. I just got a salad.
Yeah.
But did you know it had 1,000 milligrams?
And that's what's kind of interesting. I was gonna say, I don't know what year they started posting labels and there is more transparency, but it's not changing the habits. People are still
They're
gonna
still
get
doing
the Big
it.
Mac or
They're still doing
whatever.
it.
Even though
And
they tell you how
then
many
why did we start supersizing everything?
How
Like
much
it was,
sugar
it's like
is in-
because
consumerism.
Yeah, the flesh. We just keep sowing into the
Unbelievable.
flesh. We
Sowing
want what
into
we
the
want
flesh.
when we want it.
Wow.
And we have no governor in the more, and we're a microwave society. We want it quick, we want it easy, we want it fast.
Yeah.
And now it'll come straight to your front door. You don't even have to
Right.
leave your house now because we can DoorDash, we can Instacart, it's everything.
Yeah.
So everything has been expedited. The sickness has been expedited. Like people are getting sicker earlier. I have
Right.
people reaching, calling me. Their teenagers are already diabetic. Teenagers are already
you hear
high
a
blood
lot of that
pressure,
now.
right?
You're right.
Because
You're
everything
right.
is so fast. So we've
Wow.
expedited everything.
Wow.
Everything, thinking. I see we're having a baby now. People are having 12-pound babies now. That was not the norm.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
having 12. That's like
Yeah. That's
it used to be a 7 or 8-pound baby
Right.
was a big
That's a
baby.
big baby.
No, that's small now.
Oh my goodness.
Like normal's 10 to 12 pounds. It's all in the food. Hormones in the food. Everything is expedited. Girls are getting their menses earlier. Like
Yeah,
everything.
you're
You
right.
see, 10-year-old boys now with facial hair. Like everything.
Oh my
Girls getting
gosh.
menses at 7 and 8. Everything.
Wow.
It's all food.
Wow.
It's all food. Right?
Okay.
So hold on. Here we
Wow.
go.
Wow.
Subway. Okay, we go to Subway.
fresh.
Eat fresh. You see all these marketing employees? Eat fresh.
Eat
Okay.
fresh.
Subway, eat
The
fresh.
sweet onion chicken teriyaki footlong.
Oh, I used to like that.
Used to
I
like that
haven't
one,
had
huh?
it in a long time,
I
but
know.
yeah,
my
that was
son
good.
said he said that's a good sandwich. Okay. 706 calories, 1,570 milligrams of sodium.
Now this is a foot long.
Okay, this is a foot
Not
long.
a 6-inch.
It's not a 6-inch. Okay,
It's still a lot.
but it's still 1,500
That's a lot.
milligrams of sodium.
32
Yeah.
grams of sugar.
32 grams of sugar. So you're getting the sodium and the sugar, right?
Right.
But you ready to get your socks blown off?
Yeah,
What?
I'm ready.
What?
The Boss.
What's on the box?
That meatball.
Oh,
Meatball
okay.
marinara with the pepperoni. Okay, this right here, y'all, it has, brace yourself, 4,950 milligrams of sodium.
Oh no.
4,950 milligrams of sodium in this sandwich.
So that's double what you're supposed to have in
Absolutely.
a day.
More than double.
More than double, yeah.
4,950
That's horrible.
milligrams of sodium.
Yikes.
Nobody should be eating this.
No.
Healthy, nobody. Like this is bad juju.
Ever.
Ever.
Oh my gosh.
Like this is ridiculous. It's mind blowing that they can even sell this.
They can even sell
Yeah, I was just about to say, how is this even legal?
Yeah, but people buy it. This is a
in our
popular
food.
sandwich. It's popular. It's just
my
a foot long.
goodness.
It's popular.
Foot
It's
long.
popular. It's a foot long. Okay. So come on, let's swing around the Wendy's.
All right. Let's swing around
Let's
the
swing
Wendy's.
around the Wendy's. The apple pecan chicken salad. That's what people get.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. We're healthy.
Come on, this one right here. 40 grams of sugar. 10 teaspoons of sugar.
Oh, wow.
In the salad.
Now, you think that's mostly from the
goodness.
dressing?
Yeah, it's the dressing. It's the well, got little apples in here, but it's no
If
telling.
the
The
dressing
thing
is-
is,
I don't think it's any
It's
dressing
no
on
dressing
it.
on here. That's additional
okay.
sugar. But the thing is, you don't know what they're putting in it because we're
Right.
not making it.
So
Yeah.
it's better to make it yourself.
That's true.
You know, so I
Yeah.
just make my own salads. 40 grams. So you go there like, oh no, Culture, I'm doing good. I went to Wendy's. I got me a salad.
Salad, yeah.
You didn't know it had 40 grams of sugar.
10
I don't
teaspoons
understand.
of
I just
sugar.
Never would
had
have
salads all
thought. Never
week.
would have thought 40 grams of sugar.
I don't understand. My blood sugar won't go down. I've just been eating salads all week, but you've been getting them from Wendy's.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't make
Okay.
it. Right? Because the salad you make at home won't have 40 grams of sugar.
No.
Right?
Nope.
See? You see how we fought
Hopefully
for the okie dough?
Right.
Let's
We're
move on
falling
over
for it.
to God's chicken.
God's chicken. Oh, no.
Let's move
We're
on
going to
to-
make some people
No,
very
Let's move
angry.
on over
going
to
down
God's
again.
chicken.
Go to
Okay?
Chick-fil-A.
Come on, Chick-fil-A. now, here's the thing. Before I get into the sodium in this little chicken sandwich, let me just tell you that Chick-fil-A has MSG, monosodium glutamate. Okay, this affects your central nervous system, right? It's in the chicken and it's also in the coating of the chicken. And they admit to it.
Yeah.
They know it. Okay? Nobody should be eating this. This is not good for anybody.
Do
Right?
you know how many of those
I
I've
know
eaten?
that. I know.
We've
I
all
know.
lost count.
So
Okay.
this little chicken sandwich that's just the bread, the pickle, and the bun. Okay,
right,
the number
right.
one. Okay,
Right.
one.
the bun pickle.
has y'all ready for this?
No.
Let me
No.
make 1,460 milligrams of sodium. This before you eat one waffle fry.
I was about to say without the
Yeah,
fries.
Without the
it's
fries.
Not God's chicken.
And the Coke.
God's chicken with the MSG. This is no
Ouch.
good. Nobody should be eating this.
Ouch.
Nobody should be eating this. This is
Okay.
not helping us.
Okay.
This is hurting us. Bad, okay? And then you say, well, Coach, I don't even mess around with the chicken sandwich. I get the market salad.
Yeah.
So,
I was about to say, is there something healthy?
I don't even, okay, this market
There's
salad,
something-
okay, you want to know what this has?
Yeah.
1,010 milligrams of sodium in the market salad.
Oh,
You
so
say, oh,
like
no.
you said, that chicken.
You
that
see?
meat.
It's the meat.
It's the
So
meat, the
just-
preservative.
Okay, question. Are there currently any convenient fast food places that you're not
Have
going to get
something
all of this
healthy.
in there? Because I
fast
think sometimes you
food?
look at what's on the menu and think like, oh, this is
Yeah.
healthy, but like you don't know.
If
what
it's
to
just lettuce, if it's just vegetables, is that person?
eat. Don't get the meat, just do
It's
this.
just the
Is
meat.
it-
The meat
is
makes it bad. I mean,
Oh
and the
my
meat in the
gosh.
place makes it bad. But see, if you're gonna do that, you can just make your salad at home.
Just
though.
eat
That's
at
true,
home.
but if
so
you're
you
out-
definitely highly recommend like just eat
Just
at home.
make
your
it
own
as
stuff.
that way
But
you
I travel
control.
a lot. I travel a lot.
Okay, so you
So-
then I'm telling you, then you can don't do the meat
Just
because you
don't.
already know what you're gonna get when you put the meat in it.
Because when it's a fast place,
If
like
it's at
that,
a fast
the
food.
preservatives are
Now, what
always
if
in
it's
there.
at a 5-star restaurant?
Okay, you
and
can get the
do
salmon
like a
and
steak
get
or
the
salmon.
chicken. Yeah, you can
and
do
with
that.
the
Make
good-
sure the
with
salmon's wild
vegetables
caught.
there.
Yeah, get you
Wild caught.
Yeah, some vegetables or nice
Okay,
salad. Stay
okay.
away from the mac and cheese and the bread
Yeah.
that they put on the table and the sweet
The
tea and
tasty
the
stuff.
lemonade.
Who,
and
me?
yeah,
Who, me?
Yeah.
Not mac and cheese.
yeah. Yeah, but you
Okay,
can do
okay,
salmon or chicken,
okay.
you know, with a nice salad.
So if you're out, even with fast food, if there's a place with salad and it's really just vegetables
you should
and
be
fruit,
okay.
you should be okay
should be
because the
okay.
preservatives are not in that. Okay.
Yeah, you should be okay.
You just have to, yeah.
You
And
should.
You should.
You
Which
should.
at that point,
But it's still, but
Just
what you're laying
fast.
down is do it at home.
Do it at home. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
too many good things are going to come from fast food.
Got it.
That's
Got it.
period. I
Just
think they have the
period,
kale
yeah.
salad, you know, just kale. That's decent.
yeah, I think they just
Right?
Have, just
They have the
on
kale
that.
salad.
and it is
Okay.
good.
And
Their
it's
kale
good. I've
salad's
had
good.
it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
good. It's small, so you're gonna get a couple of them. Okay,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna fill you up now. It ain't gonna fill you up. But you know, you can do
Okay,
it.
well
kale
that's,
salad.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's doable.
It's
I think
doable.
what you're saying is very doable. It'll
Yeah.
take a change of mind
Yeah.
and discipline, but I think it's doable because you're saying eat the real food.
Eat the real food.
Yeah.
The majority of your life, that's what you do.
And like you said too, just having knowledge, because a lot of people don't know this stuff. They don't think about it. They're not maybe looking at the labels. So if that's what you're taking in, 80-90% of the time, like obviously that's going to affect your health in a negative way. So
absolutely,
I think being aware of this, people will, hopefully start making better choices. Like you said, eating at home, sticking with whole foods that, God created, not lab experience.
Absolutely. You're going to automatically be better, and you're going to feel better instantly. Like it really happens really fast. Really fast.
Really
so
I'm convinced.
They say, well, Coach, how long does it take? I said, it happens immediately.
Yeah.
Like when you give your body what it needs to thrive, like when you change what you put in your body changes, like instantly.
I like that.
Instantly.
Change what you put in your body. Is that something down there because it's good, or is all
No, everything up here is bad.
Nothing up here.
I see a banana.
Because I love granola. Please tell me the banana.
The banana is good.
Please,
Okay, God,
please.
So
Come on. Thank you, Lord.
That's
what I was trying to do, I was trying to show, this is what people will do. And they say, oh, okay, this is my breakfast. I have yogurt, right? I put some granola in it, okay?
Yes.
And then I do the banana. Y'all, this is all sugar, though.
All of it sugar.
All of it is sugar. All of this is sugar. And so here's the deal, right? Banana. So I have this thing called the 5 deadly fruits.
Five deadly fruits?
I know. It's a play on words. I got to get your attention.
Okay.
But the 5 deadly fruits, I call them that because they're so high in sugar.
Okay.
Right? And they spike your blood sugar. Like they're high glycemic index, right? Blood sugar goes through the roof. And you want to know what they are? Bananas.
Apple.
No, watermelon.
Oh.
Grapes. Mango.
That is black people's
and pineapple.
favorite.
Okay.
And pineapple.
I love watermelon.
Everybody does. But this is why, because it's so sweet.
But I thought it was because it was so much water.
That's not why they like it.
Show you I don't have my credit.
That's not why they eat the watermelon.
Wellness.
See, not
So
because
banana,
of the water.
watermelon, mangoes, grapes, and pineapple.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, and so I call them the 5 deadly fruits. So I say if
Tropical
you're
fruits.
diabetic, pre-diabetic, or you're a known sugar addict, these are not the fruits you need.
You don't need to do
You don't
that.
need
So what are the good fruits?
So berries are
Everything else.
good.
Berries are
Everything
great.
else is pretty much good. You can't go wrong with berries, but I like apples.
Now, what do you feel about yogurt?
Oh, it's sugar.
Greek yogurt's
Oh,
better.
no, it's sugar.
But they don't.
It's sugar.
So the sugar,
Ashley tickles me.
The
She
yogurt,
is kicking
because I look
back.
at labels, if it doesn't say there's any
Coach
sugar
Ashley
in it, if it's
is
just plain
trying
yogurt,
to talk down Coach Rowe.
How?
What?
Does it have sugar in it?
No.
No sugar.
The yogurts I buy don't have any sugar.
No
Just
fruit in
plain
it. It says 0 grams of sugar.
It's 0 sugar, even in the ingredients.
Yeah.
It's just cultured rice milk and something. It doesn't say any sugar.
Have you read the ingredients label?
Yeah.
And it has nothing.
No sugar.
No artificial.
Because I know like all the flavored ones.
Look it
have
up.
sugar.
Somebody look it up.
artificial.
Plain yogurt or
Okay.
even plain Greek yogurt that has no flavor or anything. No sugar.
I would have to see it. But yeah, if you say if it has no sugar, it's nothing in the ingredients
It
label, no
doesn't-
artificial
no
sugar,
sugar anywhere.
no
I'll show you.
sucralose, no aspartame.
No.
Okay.
And it's because it's not sweet. Like when
Yeah.
you eat it, just doesn't taste like.
What do you put in it?
I just eat it with fruit like blueberries or strawberries. I mostly give it to my kids. They like yogurt.
Very good.
But I
very
don't do
good.
the flavored.
Just not so much because it's still dairy.
It is dairy.
Yeah. See, dairy, eczema.
Right, and we're trying to keep them from getting colds and all of that.
Yeah. Mucus makes the body more acidic. Cancer thrives in acidic conditions.
true.
You want the body to be more alkaline. Right?
Yeah.
So that's why no dairy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's
All
it.
right.
So I
All
want to
right.
show you this too. This little orange juice from Panera Bread.
Oh, yes.
You see this? Now this thing is only, what is this? 11.5 ounces. This little thing, look at that. 32 grams of sugar.
Wow.
8 teaspoons of sugar.
So why are oranges not on the list? Because
What
that
in
seems
the
like a lot of
world?
sugar. I know it's just
No,
the juice.
That's
but
why, but I said eat the food
Do
as
the
close to
orange.
its
Purest
Do the
right.
orange and not the orange.
Got it.
You see? This is
Okay.
why.
And it's that without added sugar?
Yeah.
Because it's saying no added sugar.
That's right.
So this is for those of
But
you
it turns into that because of the juice and not the orange.
When you change the composition of it, just eat the orange.
Wow.
You see?
That's shocking.
You see?
That's
So
probably
this
the
is
most
what people
shocking.
do, and they think they're
I'm doing
something,
something,
and
yeah,
you're not.
healthy.
And so they say, "No, Coach Rowe, I do this Powerade, and it says 0 sugar, right? Like
Right.
0 calorie sugar.
Right.
Well, FDA allows them to use artificial sugar, right? And then you can say 0 sugar.
Oh.
So the artificial sugar, it has sucralose, right?
Right,
Sucralose, artificial sugar, is linked to cancer.
Yeah.
Linked to cancer.
know that.
And not only is it has artificial sugar, it has artificial color. So I don't know if remember
That's
the
not
colors,
good
what
either.
makes purple. You remember the what you remember the
Blue
colors?
and red.
That's right. So this has red 40 and blue 1 because that makes purple.
Yeah.
Artificial colors linked to cancer and ADHD in kids.
Wow.
Right? So when you see these things, if it's red, it has red 40. If it's blue, it has blue 1. Right?
Right.
If it's green,
Right.
you know,
It's
yellow
not
and blue
good.
make green, you know, all these things. And so, yeah. So this is no good, right? So if people see this and they think they're
Because
doing
it says
something.
0 sugar.
Right. It'll say 0 calorie sweetener. Anytime you say sugar free, it's a lie. It has artificial sugar.
Which is worse. Well, all
Which
of
is
it's
worse,
bad.
right? Aspartame.
Why is that worse?
It's
than
worse.
sugar? Because it's not even. It's
well,
not real.
It's not
it's a
real.
lab.
It's
It's
a lab
made.
experiment.
Another
And
lab
it's linked to cancer too.
It's linked to cancer.
So not only is it going to make your numbers higher, your blood sugar numbers higher, now you chance of getting cancer, right?
Wow.
So you got aspartame, right? So I don't know if we have any gum chewers here. You chew gum?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
With that in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's in there. It's in there. It's in most gums, unless you got it from a health food
Right.
store. You flip it around, you'll see aspartame,
That's
sucralose.
right.
It's
That's
in
right.
there.
Guilty. Yeah.
So what's a better alternative? What do you get at a health food store that wouldn't have?
Well, you really shouldn't chew gum. You want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because it messes up your digestive system.
Why?
Really?
How?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Chewing starts the digestive process,
Right.
right? The minute you start chewing, right, then your stomach starts churning, right? You say, okay, here comes some food coming, right? And, you know, the salivary glands start,
Right.
secreting everything, right? And they say, okay, here comes the food. They say, okay, y'all, everybody get up. There's some food about to come, and it's coming.
It's not coming.
They said, okay, everybody go back. Okay, and you chew another piece, and you say, "Oh, here it is! Come on, yeah, everybody get up! Okay, we got some work. Here goes some food."
It's not coming.
Nothing coming.
So what does that
And then
do
you
to your body over
And so what
time?
happens is, then you eat food, but you've done this so many times,
That you guys are-
and
They
they
don't
say,
believe
"No,
it.
it
Ain't no
ain't
coming.
nothing coming," and then the food comes down, nothing, it doesn't stop
And then
it.
you have indigestion
And
and
C,
all that.
and you get it starts popping holes in your stomach. You get all these fissures, and you got diverticulitis and all that because it didn't.
Wow.
You see?
tricking our bodies.
You've been tricking your body.
so
Never
don't
thought
chew
about
gum.
that.
Don't chew gum.
Never thought about that.
Interesting.
And so most people, that say, "Oh no, I chew gum every day, and I've been chewing it for years." I said, "You have any digestive issues?" "Oh yeah, I got heartburn and acid reflux, and most people have digestive issues that chew gum all the time."
Wow.
I said, "Yeah, that's why."
So what do you say to the person
Okay.
that sees all this and is
I
overwhelmed?
do I need to take a break?
What do
we
you
need
say
do
to
a
those who
commercial?
are overwhelmed?
Somebody help me out here.
Well, what do you know? We're out of
Are we out
time.
of time? What do we know?
No, what do
Go
you
ahead,
say?
Go ahead. Get your question in, and then we're going.
Well, that's what he
we're
said.
gonna
He
let
wants
her-
us to
yes,
ask.
Okay.
So what do you say to the listener that's overwhelmed by everything, like all of those things? That's what I eat every day. Like, where do I start? What do I do?
Start with the 7-day fruit and veggie challenge because we have to start somewhere.
And we can
Right.
find this information where?
On my Instagram.
Okay.
You can go to
What's your Instagram
Rochelle
handle?
T Parks.
Okay.
Rochelle T Parks.
Rochelle
I
T.
actually do. I
Parks.
teach all of this in a free masterclass every single day, 8 p.m.
Wow.
Eastern Standard Time. It's called IamTheHopeMasterclass.com.
Okay.
That's also on my Instagram. It's on my bio.
Wow.
Because I am the hope.
I am the hope. Ashley,
Yes,
you're the hope.
absolutely. I am.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go watch your videos. I saw you do some in the store, right? Where
I-
you go to the
yeah,
grocery
yeah,
store and
absolutely.
kind of say
That's
what
my
to
thing. Yep.
stay away from.
Yep.
This is what you should get instead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we need the practical alternatives because, yeah, I'm sure most people look at this and think, well, I thought half of that was healthy.
I
For
know.
me.
Yeah.
But this is what I want to encourage the people when you say alternatives, right? That's like people, they most times they're looking for a shortcut, you
Right.
know? And I'm
Looking
like,
for a
no,
shortcut.
I just need you to go to God's whole food.
There you go.
Like, just that is That is the
You've
alternative.
made it plain.
That's
the alternative.
It's God's whole
Got it.
food and heal your body. Once you're healed, and if you want to every now and then get a cheeseburger and fries or a milkshake it's okay. Right. That's the That's part of the lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's why I don't call it cheat days or I don't. That's part of my lifestyle. I can do that every now and then because my health bank account is in the black. Right. It's in the black.
We got to get in the black.
You got to get in the black, and then once you get in the black, like you said, I did the 7 days. I'm feeling great. Like you can't go back yet because you're in the black, but you're still broke. You only got $2 in the bank. Okay. So we got to pad the account now. Okay.
And how can we know when we're at that point? Like, are there different tests or screenings we can do?
Sure
How do you know? Because obviously, I know that you can listen to your body. Like, yes, there's physical ailments
for sure.
So obviously, I get once you start feeling better. But are there things that people can do to know where they actually stand with their health?
Absolutely. Okay. So you can get your A1C checked.
Okay.
Right. A normal A1C is below 5.6.
Okay.
Pre-diabetic is 5.7 to 6.4. Okay. Right. And 6.5 and up is diabetic.
Okay.
Right. So you can have your A1C check. You can have your cholesterol check, your LDL, your HDL, like those things. Your triglycerides. Right. Get a whole lipid panel. Blood pressure. You can do that yourself. You can check your glucose. You can see. I normally have a glucose meter on. You see, that's where the tan is on my arm.
Yeah.
Right. Because I wear a continuous glucose meter. Right, that monitors my blood sugar, right? It's for awareness.
Okay.
Because I want to know how my body responds to the food that I eat.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
And so I usually wear one.
I don't want to see mine.
We'll hold up on that.
But this is how I know. These are things you can do,
because everybody's different.
Yeah, everybody's different, right? Somebody can eat something, they're fine. Somebody else eat it, it spikes their blood sugar, right?
That's right.
So, but you can get a manual glucose meter too. But these are things you can do to know where you are. So I would say, no, your cholesterol. You got to know your numbers. Your high blood pressure. Your blood pressure. Your cholesterol. A1C. And your blood sugars, really.
Okay.
Yeah, those are things you can do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? Why don't you just pray us out? Just pray lay hands on us, lay hands on our audience.
Lay virtual hands on everybody.
Coach. Just pray, and then we see y'all later. But really, this is amazing. Thank you so much for all of this incredible information.
Opening our eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you for signing up our whole audience that are willing to get into the
robo.
The robo.
That's it.
Yes.
No, but really, everybody who's watching, we can't ignore this. This is a blessing. God wants us to live healthy and long because there's so much He wants to do in us and through us. And guys, He can't do it when we're sick.
Yeah.
That's right.
So thank you so much. Really, pray for us all.
Pray for us.
Yeah.
I'm praying right now. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you, Lord. Thank you for this time that we've had, Lord. I pray that everybody under the sound of my voice, that the information that they've heard today, they can't unhear it no longer, Lord. That they would take this information and make some impactful changes in their lives, Lord. And I want to encourage them, Lord, wherever they are today, know that they don't have to stay there, right? As I say, all these things that's going on in our bodies, we've done it to ourselves, Lord, but guess what? Encourage them that if they did it, they can undo it. They just have to start making changes, Lord.
Yes,
so
Lord.
We thank you, Lord. We bless your holy name. We ask all these things in your precious Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. God bless you all. Take care. Live a healthy, well life.
Yes.
Don't go to any of these places, y'all.
Let go of the sugar. Man.
Welcome to the official page of CeCe Winans. You can catch up on past seasons of Generations right here on YouTube. Every single episode is available to watch right now on demand.
Back by popular demand.
Angie, you've making a mess already. Your paper's going
here with one.
This show is thriving after broken relationships. And I'm here with Ashley and my dear friend Nicole C.
So tune in, turn it up, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wow, Ashley, that health and wellness.
That was both great and terrible all at the same time. It was just like mind-boggling and eye-opening, but also I'm like, thank you, Lord, for this information because at the end of the day, we all do want to be healthy. We want to feel
good.
For
healing.
We want to live a long life, and we have to make changes to do that.
You have to make
because
changes.
Just the world we live in, the country we live in, unfortunately, like she says, we've normalized being sick.
Yes.
And there's just so much unnecessary things added into our food, and it is hard, and it's gonna feel like you're swimming upstream, but I think obviously our health is worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it. And she said so many things, because lately, you know, at the age I am right now, and really the earlier you start, the better. You know, when we think about your kids and what because really if you train them, then they'll have that appetite for the right thing.
Right.
But at my age, you know, dealing with, you know, not being able to sleep and then feeling aches and pains, and then when you realize, wait a minute, all of this is tied to sugar. I gotta make that commitment. You know, you gotta get in the black.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And like she said, you still can have things here and there.
Right.
But you got to make that major change where you're making those deposits, healthy deposits. But today was really, I mean, what a great show. And she is awesome.
Yes.
Coach
I
Ro.
love her delivery. I like that she's direct and she's straightforward. And
like she said, you can't wing, you know, because she's dealt with so many people in her life, in her family who actually lost their lives. And you know, we've experienced that in our family. Yeah. And it's we can make the change.
Make a change.
Everybody make the change. Make the change.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Let's do it.
Next time on Generations.
He's faithful. I'm a witness now.
Right.
I'm like, I feel like this would be a miracle. Like Noah's day.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah.
But I wasn't just gonna go play pickleball. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I got everything I had on was brand new. Like socks, everything was brand new. Clean. Like I was clean, like to play pickleball.
Nice socks, down to the socks, everything.
Haircut fresh, everything.
Build community to protect your hope, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because in singleness, your hope be all over the place, especially for a long period of time.
Dealing with loneliness, dealing with different things. So it's good to have that community. That's awesome.
To remind you of who you are.
Strengthen you of the hope.
Yes.
Hey everybody, CeCe and Ashley here, and we want to invite you to Generations Live 2025. It is going to be incredible. We'll have Cheryl Brady, Jackie Hill Perry, Priscilla Shires coming. Yay. Oh my goodness, and so many others. We have others we'll continue to add, but it's going to be amazing. Ashley will be teaching again.
Yes, I'll be back.
What a powerful message you shared. At 2024. So you don't want to miss it. If you haven't registered, go and register now, because guess what? People are coming.
Yes, and it's on May the 9th and the 10th, 2025 here in Nashville, Tennessee. So make sure you go online at generationsliveconference.com.
See you there.